What's happening? What's going on? How y'all doing today? It's Truth Merch. I come to y'all today with some random topics, giving you the truth of the things that have been taken out of our Bible and the things that have been placed in the Revelation 22, 18 through 19. This is one thing y'all have to understand, like I reiterate and say this all the time. When you come into a contradiction in the Bible, you have to know that is the devil. That is not the Most High. He is not the author of confusion. So, if you don't tend to understand things, then you just have to seek the Most High and ask him to give you deep wisdom, deep knowledge, and understanding. Because if y'all continuously go out here to these false prophets and these false teachers, they're going to lead you astray. All these dudes is really out here doing, I'm talking about from TD Jakes to all these camps, all of them, they just preaching prosperity. And you know, I'm looking through my timeline today. Dude named New Breed Global Truth. I commented on his comments because he talking about Christmas. It's like this, how slow are y'all? You know what I'm saying? To keep following the dude, that's how I know he tickling y'all ears. He telling y'all what y'all want to hear, because everybody should already know by now that Christmas is evil. Santa is Satan. Rearrange the words. Santa Claus, he's a pedophile. This is a redneck. The one y'all call the white man, the Edomites. Y'all send y'all kids to go sit in his lap on his private area. What you think that's doing to the man? I'm not finna be vulgar. But Satan is a pedophile. And y'all sending y'all kids to Santa, Satan, letting y'all kids sit on this man's lap. The Edomites are natural pedophiles. They're natural fruitcakes. You know what I'm saying? They're natural wickedness. And what it is the Negro children, the Hebrews, we are fighting against the children of the devil. So that's all that is. These people are not our friends. But the topics we're going to do today is I'm going to expose how Jacob killed Esau. Because even in the regular Bible, it don't tell you how Esau died. Then another topic is I'm exposed that, you know, the man Nimrod who built the Tower of Babel, well, he was a great cunning hunter. So we're going to go read the book of Jasher today, and I'm going to give y'all a little bit of information on that. Really, it's pronounced Hayashar, means Jasher. The book of Jasher stands for the book of the just. So no wonder why they took Jasher out there and they tell you don't read them. Even these camps tell you not to read them, which that's absurd. But they want to keep the truth from you. So I talk the way I talk. I understand the delivery on my messages. At times I get frustrated because it's like with my people, you guys damn near like you got to bang them over the head. But the Bible already done told us that we are stiff-necked people. So if y'all are coming to my page to get your ears tickled, or you want me to talk like some feminine punk nigga or something, that's the wrong page. I'm not finna do that. I'm a masculine man, and I'm gonna talk to you like a man. If you don't like that, then tear your ass. I mean, whatever you want to do. You can sit up here and still watch, or you can do whatever you want to do. I don't even care about your comments. Feel free to comment. You can call me stupid, dummy, you dumb nigga. I don't care, because look, y'all words can't hurt me. When you know the truth, you ain't gonna be able to hurt no nigga like me. Not me. Maybe them other niggas. Like, prime example, this nigga New Breed. The minute somebody don't say something he like, let me get you out of here. Come on, my nigga, that's some feminine shit. What are you doing? You don't even be on there preaching the word, and they tell you as a man, nigga, that you're not supposed to have your head covered while you preaching the word or prophesying. And you niggas still covering y'all head because y'all don't want to show your bald ass heads. You're insecure, you're non-confident. You ain't on here to be trying to look fly and shit. Get on here and preach the word. That's what it's about. You trying to get the Hebrews home. That's what I'm trying to do. You don't see me with no YouTube plex. I just started this channel, but I'm doing something that's challenging me. I'm going to put my neck on the line. Yahweh shall die for us. Why not for him? Y'all too busy trying to be comfortable in life, and you cannot do that. So those are the two topics. So, and I'm going to tell y'all why I feel like they didn't put that Jacob killed Esau in the Bible after I read these verses to you. So, we're going to go, if y'all have the lost books, but go to Jubilees 38. I'm going to start at verse 1. No, matter of fact, I take that back. Let me see. This is what we're going to do here. Don't even go to Jubilees. Don't go to Jubilees 38. Go to Jubilees 35. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the promise that Esau made to his parents. So go to Jubilees 35 and 9. And it says, and she went in to Isaac, and she said to him, that was Rebekah, Isaac's wife, one request I beg of you, make Esau swear that he will not harm Jacob and will not pursue him hostilely, because you know Esau's inclination, that it has been evil since his youth, and there is no goodness in him, because he wants to kill him after your death. He's talking about he wants to kill Jacob. And you know everything that he has done from the day that Jacob, his brother, traveled to Haran until this day that he abandoned us with all his heart and did evil with us. He gathered your flocks and robbed all your possessions before your face. So this Esau, he robbed, robbed his dad. Well, really, Esau ain't, man, I ain't, really, Esau ain't Isaac's true son. That's the son of Satan. But that's on my other videos. I can go look that up. But he says, and while you were begging and asking for what was ours, he acted like a man who was taking pity on us. And he is bitter against you because you blessed Jacob, your perfect and upright son, because he has no evil but only goodness. And since he came from Haran until this day, he has not been depriving us of anything, for he has always been bringing us everything in the season, and he rejoices with his whole heart whenever we accept anything from his hand. And he has been blessing us and has not separated from us since he came from Haran until this day, but he has been dwelling with us continually at home, honoring us. And Isaac said to her, I know and see the deeds of Jacob who is with us, that with all his heart he is honoring us. And I first loved Esau more than Jacob because he was born first, but now I love Jacob more than Esau because he has increasingly made his deeds evil. And he has no righteousness because all of his ways are injustice and violence. And he has no righteousness around him. And now my heart is vexed on account of all his deeds, and neither he nor his seed is to be saved. So this is Isaac telling you, Esau can't be saved. The red and hairy nigga, the one y'all, the crackers, the rednecks, the one that y'all call the white people, they can't be saved. He telling you this. Why do you think they took it out the Bible? Y'all got to wake up and use your brain, man. You got to wake up for real. For they will be destroyed from the earth, the Edomites, and they will be uprooted from under the heavens, since he has forsaken the father of Abraham, and he has gone after his wives and after their defilement and after their errors, both he and his sons. And you say to me that I should make him swear that he will not kill his brother Jacob? If he swears, he will not abide by his oath, and he will not do goodness, but only evil. But if he wishes to kill Jacob, his brother, he will be given into the hand of Jacob. They telling you right there, if he try to kill Jacob, Jacob gonna stank that nigga. He telling you before I even go to Jacob killing Esau. Just pay attention. And he will not escape from his hand, because he will fall into his hands. And you should not fear on account of Jacob, because the protector of Jacob, which is Yahweh, is greater and mightier and more honored and more praised than the protector of Esau. So Esau's protector is Satan, because that's really who his father was. It's nothing new under the sun. Just like when Satan came down here and had sex with Eve, it's the same thing with Rebekah. They just not exposing a woman like that. Because the devil uses the woman to get to the man. So that goes back to Revelation 22, 18, and 19. The white man's adding this bullshit to our books. And the white man takes away all the real stuff out the books that's supposed to be here. That's all it is. Esau, look, a woman could get pregnant at the same time by two different men. That's why you didn't have to explain who Jacob was, because he came out looking brown. But you had to explain Esau because you got a little white, red, pinkish, hairy baby that don't look like him. That's because, really, the Bible, if you can read between the lines, that's why I say he only giving his knowledge to the ones that's true. She cheated on her husband, but it's in our real Bibles that the Pope and them hiding underneath the Vatican Rome, like 30, 50 something miles down there. All the stuff that all our information, everything is down there. Pictures you see of a brown skinned man, copper man. But I'm not finna get off into that with Rebecca. Like I said, I got a video about that already. Y'all can go watch that on my channel. So it says, and Rebecca, verse 18, but it says, and Rebecca sent and called Esau, and he came to her, and she said to him, I have a request, my son, which I will ask of you. Say that you will do it, my son. And he said, I will do everything which you say to me, and I will not refuse your request. And she said to him, I ask of you on the day when I die that you bring me and bury me near Sarah, your father's mother, and that you and Jacob love one another, and that one will not seek evil for his brother, but only love him. And you will prosper, my sons, and be honored in the midst of the earth, and the enemy will not rejoice over you, and you will become a blessing and a mercy in the sight of all who love you. And he said, I shall do everything which you have been saying to me. This is Esau meant to his mother. He gonna do everything he say. That's the bond right there when you get your word. And I shall bury you on the day when you die near Sarah, my father's mother, just as you have desired, so that your bones will be near her bones. And Jacob, my brother, I shall love more than all flesh. And I have no brother in all the earth except him alone. And this is not a great thing for me if I love him, because he is my brother, and together we were sown in your belly, and together we came forth from your womb. And if I do not love my brother, whom shall I love? But I beg of you only that you admonish Jacob concerning my sons, because I know that he will certainly rule over me and my sons, because on the day my father blessed him, he set him above me. He set him above and me beneath. And I swear to you that I will love him, and that I will not seek evil from him all the days of my life, but only good. And he swore to her concerning all of these matters. So now, y'all are seeing Esau swore to his mother. And she called Jacob in the sight of Esau, and she commanded him according to what she had spoken with Esau. And he said, I will do your pleasure. Trust me that evil will not proceed from me or my sons against Esau, and I will not act first in anything except to love him only. And they ate and they drank, she and her sons, that night, and she died at the age of 3 jubilees in 1 week and 1 year on that night. And her 2 sons, Esau and Jacob, buried her in the cave of Machpelah near Sarah, their father's mother. Okay. Now, we're at the point where I've read to y'all where he's made the oath. Isaac and Rebecca, they know he a liar. They already done said it. I read it to you. They know he ain't gonna stand on it, but they just made him make a promise that he wouldn't kill his brother. So we're in Jubilees now. So we're in Jubilees 37. And I'm finna jump around a little bit, but it says, and they said to their father, go forth with them and lead them, and if not, we will kill you. And he was filled with wrath and indignation when he saw that his sons were forcing him to go before them in order to lead them to Jacob. So basically, Esau's sons was threatening to kill Esau if he didn't go to war against his own brother. Because it was Esau's sons mad at Jacob's sons and vice versa. So at the end of the day, he telling them, but Esau was like, dang, I made an oath to my mom and father that I wasn't going to kill my brother. But the sons want him, Esau's sons want him to kill him. It saying, in order to lead him to Jacob his brother. But afterwards he remembered all of the evil which was hidden in his heart against Jacob his brother. And he did not remember the oath which he swore to his father and his mother, that he would not seek any evil against Jacob his brother all of his days. That was chapter 37, verse 11 through 13. So now we're on 14. And it says, and with all of this, Jacob did not know that they were coming against him for battle, but he was lamenting Leah, his wife, until they drew very near the tower with 4,000 men, warriors, and chosen fighting men. And the men of Hebron sent to him, saying, behold, your brother has come up against you in order to fight with you with 4,000 men who are girded with swords and bear shields and military weapons, because they loved Jacob more than Esau, and they spoke to him because Jacob was more a generous and merciful man than Esau. But Jacob did not believe them until they drew very close to the tower, and he closed the gates of the tower, and he stood on the battlement and spoke with his brother Esau. And he said, is the consolation with which you have come in order to console me concerning my wife who died good? Is this the oath which you swore to your father and again to your mother before they died? You have sinned against the oath. And on that day when you swore to your father, you were condemned. And at that time Esau answered and said to him, mankind and beasts of the field have no righteous oath which they have surely sworn forever. So he telling you who he is. He's not even a real man. He's a man, kind of a man. White people ain't real men. They come from animals. That's why he say mankind, kind of a man, and beast of the field. They are beasts. The mark of the beast. Have no righteous oath. So that they animals and beasts. They telling you this. They're not righteous. That's what he's trying to tell Jacob. You think I'm finna keep my promise that I made to our mother? Nah, I'm not finna do that. He said, but daily they seek evil, one against the other. And each one seeks to kill his enemy and adversary. And you will hate me and my sons forever. And so there is no observing of fraternity with you. So he already know his destination. Esau hates the Most High and his children, and likewise Jacob. So it's the niggas versus the crackers in modern day terms of talking. Forever, not a couple months, forever. This hate is forever. It's never going to stop. And it says, and Jacob said, do not act thus, my brother. As for me, there is no evil in my heart against you. Do not plan evil against me. Know that there is a father, and he sees what is hidden and requites to everyone according to his deeds. Calm down the heat of your anger and do not do anything rashly so evil that will come upon you. And Esau turned and said harshly, hear these words of mine which I'll speak to you. If a boy changes his hide and bristles and make them soft as wool, and if he brings forth horns upon his head like the horns of a stag or a sheep, that's Satan, he got horns, then I will observe fraternity with you. And if sucklings separate themselves from their mother, you will not be a brother to me. And if the wolves make peace with lambs so as not to eat them or assault them, and if their hearts are set upon them to do good, then peace will be in my heart for you. And if the lion becomes a friend of the ox, and if he is bound with him in a single yoke, and if he plows him and make peace with him, then I will make peace with you. So even in the animal kingdom, when the lion is chasing down these oxes and these deers and all that, you ain't never seen no lion not chase them down, because they know they hungry. It's forever going to be like that until the Most High come back and replenish the earth. So he basically telling them, we will never be cool. It don't matter what you say. Isaac done already passed away. Rebecca done already passed away. So Esau been plotting to kill Jacob. And it says, and if the raven becomes white like the rosa bird, then know that I will love you and I will make peace with you. You will be uprooted and your sons will be uprooted, but you will have no peace. And when Jacob saw that he had planned evil against him from his heart and from his whole being, so that he might kill him, and that he had come leaping like a wandering boar, who had come upon a spear which was piercing him and killing him, and he would not withdraw from him. Then he spoke to his own followers and to his servants so that they might attack him and all his friends. Chapter 38. And afterward Judah spoke to Jacob his father, and he said to him, O father, stretch your bow and shoot your arrows and strike down the enemy and kill the adversary. This Judah telling his dad to knock this nigga off, knock this crack off. And it says, and may you have might, because we will not kill your brother. Judah and them, his sons, Levi, all them, Issachar, they wasn't finna kill him. They said, that's only for you to do, because this your brother, you know, and whatever, what else. So, it say, and may you have might, because we will not kill your brother, inasmuch he is near to you, and with us he is like you, with respect to honor. And then when Jacob drew his bow and shot an arrow and struck Esau, his brother, on his right chest, he killed him. And again, he shot an arrow and struck Adoran and Aramean in his left breast and drove him back and killed him. And afterward, the sons of Jacob and their servants went forth to divide themselves on 4 sides of the tower. And Judah went out in front, and Naphtali and Gad and 50 servants with him on the south side of the tower. And they killed everyone they found before them, and not a single one escaped from them. And Levi, Dan, and Asher went forth on the east side of the tower, and 50 men were with them. And they killed the warriors of Moab, which is the Chinese, and Ammon, the Japanese. And Reuben and Issachar and Zebulun went forth on the north side of this tower, and 50 men were with them. And they killed the fighting men of the Philistines. And Simeon and Benjamin and Enoch, the son of Reuben, went forth on the west side of the tower, and 50 men were with them. And they killed 400 strong men, warriors of the Edomites and the Hurrians. And 600 fled. And the 4 sons of Esau fled with them, and they left their slain father, just as he had fallen on the hill, which is in Adoram. You left your dad. Even Esau's sons ain't real. They not real. The white man is not real. They do whole shit. Y'all left y'all dad. See, Jacob and them, Jacob's sons wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have did that. And it says, and the sons of Jacob pursued him as far as the mountain of Seir. But Jacob buried his brother in the hill which is in Adoram, and he returned to his house. Even Jacob, look at this. This is how you know, like, when you read the Bible and you look in old times and you compare it to now, it's just like this. You got niggas out here that still be trying to be peaceful with these crackers, knowing damn well all the slavery they put us through, all the torturing they did to us. And that's showing you that that's us. Because Jacob, even though he murked his brother, he still buried him. He did something that Esau's own sons was supposed to do for him. And it says, and Jacob's sons besieged the children of Esau on the mountain of Seir. And they bowed down their necks to become servants to the children of Jacob. And they sent to their father to ask whether they should make peace with them or whether they should kill them. And Jacob sent notice to his sons to make peace. Well, my bad. Jacob didn't pass yet. Or not Jacob. I'm tripping. I said that wrong. I was thinking about Isaac. But he said to make peace. And they made peace with them and placed a yoke of servitude upon them so that they might pay tribute to Jacob and his sons always. And they continued paying tribute to Jacob until the day he went down to Egypt. And the children of Edom have not ceased from the yoke of servitude which the 12 sons of Jacob ordered upon them until today. So yeah, there you have it. Now, what I will say about what I believe, this is my own personal opinion, so y'all can take it, believe it, whatever, however you want to do. But this is just how I really feel about this. So the reason I feel like in the regular Bible they took this out is because in the white man's eyes, he looks at Negroes as inferior to him, lower than him, lesser than him. He looks at us as if we underneath him, and that's the most furthest shit from the truth I've ever heard in my life. The white man is the inferior race. The Negro man is the superior race. But because we didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, that's why we were placed in servitude under the hand of the Edomites, the crackers, the white mans, whatever name you want to give them, the pink people, the red people, whatever. So that's why they take that out of the Bible. Because you got to understand, they gon', in order for them to look like they superior, they can't never tell you that you was ruling over them, as I just read. We was the kings first. But we gave it up to follow the heathen and do his customs and celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, weak ass Easter when no damn bunny rabbit don't lay no damn eggs. Use your brain. You got to talk to yourself sometimes like, how could I have been that stupid? That's what I do. But we was all tricked once upon a time. But yeah, this is showing you Jacob destroyed Esau, meaning the black man destroyed the white man. They're not going to tell you that because they want you to think that they always going to reign supreme. Always remember that the Bible was taken out of chronological order. That's why when you get to reading these revised Bibles, it don't make sense to you. They've taken everything out of order. When it's saying Revelation, how the devil gonna be cast away for 1,000 years, but he gonna be let loose, that's already happened. See, they put that in Revelation because they want you to think that life is gonna keep on going on and going on and going on and going on, like the white man is gonna be in power. No, when Yahushua come back, he gonna kill them crackers, and they not gonna never come back. They gonna burn in hell forever. So it's all about superiority. So that's why it's not in the regular Bible. That's why they took it out, because they don't want, the white man don't want you to know that you better than him. And the Most High been telling y'all, he been telling y'all that, you know, like, y'all are better people than them. So, now, what we're going to do is, we're going to jump to this, how Esau murked Nimrod. Esau was a cunning hunter, though. It tells you that in the Bible. And then it's Nimrod was a very cunning hunter. But I'm finna read to you out of Joshua 27. But I'm gonna show you how much, like, okay, this is my regular King James Bible. This with the 66 books. I'm finna read right here. Now, y'all tell me if this makes sense to you when the story don't make no sense. It's just something that popped out of nowhere. Now, watch this. This is Genesis 25 and Genesis 25:28, right? Now, this is the verse, this is before 29, so watch this. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Verse 29, and Jacob side pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. So with that verse right there, you like, you came from the field from doing what? Was you hunting? Did you hurt somebody? What did you come from the field for? And why were you so faint? What were you doing? That's like if you boxing or you wrestling with somebody, you gonna be faint. You gonna be tired, out of breath. You probably he was running away from, you know, Nimrod's warriors because they knew that you had killed them. Verse 30, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, meaning red. Esau, meaning hairy. So he's a red and hairy individual. And you know, it says in 31, it said, Jacob said, sell me Sell me this day the birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall his birthright do to me? So why are you at the point you finna die? Because you just had a battle with somebody. It wasn't no one-sided fight. Nimrod probably poked him up and stabbed him up. But it really, in the regular Bible, in the King James Bible, it's not telling you that. So now, I'm off that because it don't go no further. So now, we finna jump to Jasher, chapter 27. And this is where it's gonna make sense to you. Like I say, they take these books out of here so you will not recognize the truth. When you read in the Bible, it's a lot of stuff in these new revised Bibles that don't make sense. But that's why you got to keep searching. You can't stop at just the Bible. You got to try to search out all them books. You ain't got to pay for the books. Go online. Go read a PDF. Y'all too busy checking y'all damn Instagram every goddamn 2 seconds of shit. Man, look, whatever. Anyway, let's go. Esau, at that time, after the death of Abraham, frequently went out to the field to hunt. Nimrod, the king of Babel, also called Amraphel, also frequently went out with his mighty men to hunt in the field. So basically it's telling you, Esau went out to hunt. He wasn't going out there to expect Nimrod to be out there. And Nimrod went out there to hunt too as well. But he went out with his boys, his men. And it says he went out with his mighty men to hunt in the field and to walk around with his men in the cool of the day. Nimrod always had his eye on Esau, as he was always jealous of him. On a certain day, Esau went in the field to hunt and found Nimrod walking in the desert with his 2 men. All his mighty men and people were with him in the desert, but they went a little in different directions from him to hunt. Esau hid himself from Nimrod, and he lurked looking for him in the desert. Nimrod and his men did not recognize him. Nimrod and his men frequently walked about in the field at the cool of the day to know where his men were hunting in the field. Nimrod and 2 of his men went to the place where they were when Esau suddenly jumped out of his hiding place and drew his sword and hurried to Nimrod and cut off his head. Esau fought a desperate fight with the 2 men with Nimrod. Now, if you go back to Genesis 25 and what I just read you, that's why he said, I'm finna die, I'm finna faint, I'm finna die. Because you was fighting with Nimrod. He had a desperate fight. It was a desperate fight. So when you desperate, you'll do anything to survive. Nimrod was a cold hunter. I'm talking about he was one of the baddest, the greatest. That's why when he said it was a desperate fight. But Esau cut his head off. But anyways, Esau fought a desperate fight with 2 men with Nimrod, and they called out to him. Esau turned to them and killed them with his sword. So he killed the 2 dudes with Nimrod too. Because he didn't want them to alert all the rest of the dudes that was further behind in the field, because he knew he would have died then. All them dudes would have hunted them down, chased down and killed them. All the mighty men of Nimrod who had left him to go to the desert heard the cry at a distance, and they knew the voices of those 2 men, and they ran to know what had happened. They found their king and the 2 men who were with him lying dead in the desert. When Esau saw the mighty men of Nimrod coming at a distance, he fled to safety. Esau took Nimrod's valuable garments of Nimrod, which that's on some way deeper stuff. Now, the garments of Nimrod is really the garments that the Most High gave to Adam and Eve to cover themselves when they found out that they was naked. But that's some deep, deep stuff. That ain't for y'all that's still on the milk. That ain't for the ones that's still sitting up here making videos about, oh, it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's evil, dumbass. Fuck wrong with you? So it says, which Nimrod's father had bequeathed to Nimrod, which was Cush. Cush gave them garments to him. And it says, and Esau took those garments and ran into the city because of Nimrod's men. He arrived at his father's house wearied and exhausted from the fight. Now, don't you see why Esau came back wearied and exhausted? Because then when you go to the Bible, it said he was finna die and he was faint-hearted. But if you read in the Bible, it don't make sense in Genesis. It don't make sense. That's why you have to go after these books. That's because if you go back to Revelation 22, 18 through 19, it's telling you that the Most High is telling you prophecy that's already happened is going to happen again. He took from the book. The white man took from our book. That's why a lot of the stuff that y'all read ain't making sense. It's up to you to venture out and go seek the truth and not be sitting up here and let goddamn Joel Osteen, oh, when you're an eagle, you don't hang with chickens and all this stupid shit. Come on. So it says, and he was ready to die. Through grief, when he approached his brother Jacob and sat in front of him, he said to his brother, I will die today. What's the point of a birthright? Jacob acted wisely with Esau over this matter, and Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. The Most High made this happen. Esau's portion in the cave of that field of Machpelah, which Abraham had brought from the children of Heth for a burial ground, Esau also sold to Jacob. Jacob bought all this from his brother Esau for payment given. Jacob recorded all this in a book. So Esau couldn't lie about it. He a lie. You know Esau a lie, just like the devil, his father. And he testified the same with witnesses and sealed it, and the book stayed in Jacob's hands. When Nimrod, the son of Cush, died, his men lifted him up and brought him into consternation. They buried him in his city. Nimrod was 215 years old when he died. He reigned for 185 years. Nimrod died by the sword of Esau in shame and contempt. The descendants of Abraham had caused his death as he had seen in his dream. Upon Nimrod's death, his kingdom was split up into many divisions, and all parts that Nimrod reigned over were restored to the respective kings of the land who recovered them after his death. And all the people of the house of Nimrod were enslaved for a long time to all the other kings of the land. And they was enslaved because they was no longer in power, because that ruler, the king of the Tower of Babel, Nimrod, was killed. So now they became slaves to everybody that could take over them. So that's the end of that for that. But like I say, I want to encourage my Hebrew brothers and my Hebrew sisters that's in the truth to seek the truth out. We are in the last days. We are in the tribulation. It's been 4 years, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. We pushing up on 2024. That'll be the 5th year. They say the Antichrist got 3.5 more years to rule. Pay attention. Y'all want this nigga to expose himself, but he controlling stuff behind the curtains. That's what y'all gotta remember. Just because y'all seeing it don't mean that it's not happening. We can't be every place, and we can't see everything at all times like Yahweh can. We not omnipresent, we not omnipotent. Only he is. So he know the past, present, and the future. So, like I said, when y'all go to these other people online and they talking about the same stupid nonsense milk, if you want to get off the milk, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And get to the real truth, the real deep stuff. Not know, oh, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. If you don't know that by now, oh, shit. Man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I don't know what to tell you. I speak the truth. I speak the truth for myself. I don't care if it hurt my feelings or not. The truth is the truth. It don't care. Some truth you can change and some truth you can't. You can't change the size of your ears or your forehead. You got to live with that. But you can change being fat. You can get up and work out. You can change your diet. You can stop killing innocent animals and cooking them and eating them. You can go vegan. But you know, this is a soft generation. It's too hard for y'all. It's too hard for y'all to do what's tough. That's because all of y'all is used to being soft. It's only 1% of real men and women of the Hebrews, of the Israelites. It's only 1%. It's no more than that. So majority of all these niggas that y'all are indulging in, listening to on social media, they lying. They not gonna get deep like this. Y'all go find me a Hebrew. Y'all go find me a nigga on the internet that's talking like how I'm talking right now. Like I say, I told you this already. My page ain't for no soft-ass niggas. I stand up when I piss. I don't sit down, nigga. So if you don't like the truth, sayonara. I'm out, man.